Well, good Sunday morning, everybody. Hope you all are having a great morning so far. Well, as promised, we're going to do a Q&A today. And again, that ticket number was 8. Got this down at that 99 Ranch Market while we were down in Austin last weekend. But we're going to do a speed scratch. And while I do the speed scratch, I'm going to answer or try to answer all your questions. You all had a lot of great questions to ask. So let's get started. Hey guys, let's start off with my number one question. When am I going to do a face reveal? So here you go. I kind of forget you guys don't know what I look like. You see my hands every day, but you don't see my face. But we're going to change that. Over the next year, we're going to start doing some more live streams. You'll see Watson and Marmalade, a little more interaction, a lot more often. But that's my number one question. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see the rest of the scratch. And we'll go on to question number 2. Now, this question I get asked a lot. What kind of work do I do? Now, Mrs. FIXIN and I have owned an air conditioning supply business for over 20 years, and that actually changed quite dramatically over the summer. We sold our business just recently, so as of this month, we are now semi-retired. I'm still going to be in sales consulting and sales management for the next 4 to 5 years, but we're going to have a little bit more free time. So that's exciting. So we're actually looking at selling our house and moving further south, and that brings up the next question, where do we live? Well, we do live in the Fort Worth area. I'll just leave it at that. How old am I? How long have we been married? How many kids do we have? Well, I am 49 years old. I got married when I was 19. My wife was 21, so we've been married 30 amazing, wonderful years. I'm absolutely addicted to my wife. We have the best marriage. She's the smartest, most beautiful woman I've ever met, and we just have so much fun together. We have the question, why does Mrs. FIXIN not like to be recorded or be on camera? Well, she's a little bit of an introvert. She doesn't like the attention. She likes to do the behind-the-scenes work. So she likes the video series and thinks it's a lot of fun, but she just doesn't want to be on camera. Let's see, do I have any kids? I have 2 kids. They're both in their 20s. How old are Watson, Bella, and Marmalade? Well, Watson is about 3.5. Bella is between 10 and 12. We adopted her about 10 years ago, and when we adopted her, they thought she was maybe 1 to 2 years old. And then Marmalade, we will have, he'll be 2 years old this month. So yeah, he's about 2 years old. All right, next question. Oh, and before I go any further, I apologize if I don't answer your questions today. We had so many great questions. I know I can't get to all of them today, so I'm just trying to answer the questions I get asked most often. So if I don't answer your question today, I will try to do another Q&A some other time. Another question is, why did we stop doing Match Monday? Well, if you recall, Match Monday was with Tex and Candy. Absolutely loved doing that series. It was a blast with Tex and Candy. We did it for 2 years, but you got to remember, we did it every single Monday, regardless if it was a holiday, if we were on vacation. We did it every Monday. So I think we just decided to do maybe some different series and just go out on top on that series, but it was a lot of fun. All right, what are your 2 favorite lottery tickets from Texas? Well, that's got to be the $500 million cash ticket and also the Funky Fives. I love, that was my all-time favorite ticket, was the Funky Fives. Now, you got to remember, I've only been playing scratch-offs for about 3 years, and that poses the next question, what was my biggest win? Which was the $1,000 winner I had earlier, back in September on the $500 million cash ticket. That was my biggest win, but I've only been playing for about 3 years. Would you let Bella pick a scratch-off? Well, if she wouldn't hide all the time and wasn't so scared, absolutely. But if you throw a paper ball at her, she runs, she's scared. And so she picked that one time. That's probably the only time that she will ever pick a ticket for us. All right, well, tell us how you ended up with Marmalade. I actually did a story time on that on a crossword. Oh gosh, I can't remember how long ago it was. That's a really long story, but long story short, somebody dropped him off in our front yard. We adopted him, and he's been with us ever since, so he's my little chicken dog. Do we have more than one chicken, or is Marmy it? Marmy is it right now. Until we move into the country, then we plan on getting a little bit bigger setup and getting Marmy some girlfriends and getting some eggs that way, and so I think he will enjoy that. Do you plan on bringing back the Beat the Lottery series? You know, that was a great series. That was one where I was a little bit scared starting that series, how it would turn out, but we actually ended out on top. If you know me, I do a lot of spreadsheets. I do a lot of analysis on the tickets and how I select tickets. I try to play very smart within a budget. When I actually started playing 3 years ago, my budget a week was $20. And what I tried to do, I would start out on $20 on a Saturday, and I tried to see how long I could stretch that $20, and if I could get through until the next Saturday, you know, I was a winner. And as we had got some bigger wins, then I would add to my budget and play on lottery winnings. So I actually have an Excel spreadsheet that I keep track of all my wins and losses. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But that Beat the Lottery series was just awesome. Winning that series was that was an amazing feat, and I love that series. So we might do that again some other time. All right, next question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Well, Texas, of course. It's my where I was born and where I love to be. I just love Texas. What is your ultimate fantasy vehicle? That is a good question. Oh, my ultimate fantasy vehicle is any vehicle that's paid off. But if you want to know what I would love to drive just one time, if you go on YouTube and look, it's the Hennessy Camaro, the Exorcist. It's 1,000 horsepower, amazing sounding car. I would love to drive that car just one time, but it's a Hennessy Camaro. It's called the Exorcist. It's just a really awesome car. Let's see. What's your favorite movie on Netflix and in the theaters? Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, I'll tell you, this might surprise you, but my wife and I just recently finished a series on Netflix called Anne with an E. I was really doubtful, but that series is absolutely awesome. The girl who plays Anne is just an amazing actress. I got absolutely addicted to that series, and we watched both seasons. It was a great show on Netflix. In the theaters, my ultimate all-time favorite movie is Groundhog Day. I also like Logan's Run and Westworld. I love those sci-fi, timey-wimey type of shows, but Groundhog Day, if it comes on TV, I watch it. I love Groundhog Day. I love Bill Murray. It's just a funny show. Oh, and I can't forget Better Call Saul. I absolutely love that series. I love the Breaking Bad series, but Better Call Saul, the guy who plays Jimmy McGill, man, that guy is just an amazing actor. I like Queen of the South. I love all the drug cartel miniseries. For some odd reason, I like watching those series. But Better Call Saul is a great series to watch. My favorite reality show is Survivor. Let's see. Have I ever visited the Alamo? Absolutely. Love San Antonio area. That's a great place to go. I've been there probably 3 or 4 times. We've answered favorite scratch ticket. That was the Funky Fives. Do you ever think you'll ever do a vlog type video? I'm actually considering that. That might be a lot of fun. We'll probably start doing some live streams here in the next year, but thinking about doing some vlog series once we move. What is my favorite food? Oh, that's a good question. I always like a good Philly cheesesteak, but if I'm going to say my favorite food, that's going to be really well-cooked ribeye steak. Medium rare, medium. I cook my steaks myself. I like a good prime ribeye, but that's my ultimate favorite food. I know we're kind of running out of time, but these last 2 questions kind of go hand in hand. What is your general return on investment on these scratchers? Do you keep track of your annual wins and losses? Absolutely, I do. And I mentioned before I have a spreadsheet, so let me pull up that spreadsheet real quick here. All right, so I started recording my daily activity August 1st, 2017. And basically, I just put in how much money I spent on scratch-offs and how much I won or lost, or if I didn't play at all, it's 0. And I wanted to keep track of how well I was doing, if I was staying on budget, and if my strategy was paying off. So you can see every day I keep track. And so this has been a little over a year, about a year and a couple of months. And we'll scroll to the bottom, and 575, that's when I hit the Wheel of Fortune win. And we've had some good days, bad days. Try to play real smart and keep within my budget. There's the $1,000 claim we had last month. And my last recording date was last Friday. And so we'll go down here at the bottom, and you will see that we're actually ahead. We're actually ahead $429. We've spent $11,956 and have won $12,385. So far we're doing really well. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I guess I better wrap this up, and we'll see how we did on this ticket. But always a lot of fun doing the Q&A. Love getting to answer your questions, and I hope you learned a little bit more about me. So let me finish clearing off this ticket and see if I've missed any letters, and I'll be right back. All right, missed a few letters. I got those cleared off, and only one here on puzzle 1. I just so amp. I think I'm probably missing one, usually 2 words in each puzzle. I don't see anything there. And here we've got feet, and we've got tea, and we've got bow. And so that's 3 words for 5, so I think it's probably going to be just a break even unless I'm missing something. And here we have etch, we have off, and we have majesty. And I think that's it. So another 3 words for $5. So a $10 break even session, not bad, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great lucky rest of your Sunday, and we'll talk to you later.